In the grand city of Susa, under the golden sun of Persia, a young orphan named Hadassah was raised by her cousin Mordecai. She was a girl of simple means, yet her heart held the strength of a lioness. Little did she know, destiny had woven a magnificent tapestry with her life as the thread. From a tender age, Mordecai instilled in her the profound wisdom of their ancestors, teaching her the sacred scrolls and instilling in her a deep and unwavering faith. As Hadassah blossomed into a young woman, her beauty became evident. She possessed an elegance that radiated from within, capturing the attention of all who crossed her path. Her eyes, as deep and mysterious as the night sky, reflected her intelligence and compassion. Her spirit, as radiant as the morning sun, shone with an inner strength that would one day captivate a king and alter the course of history. One day the decree of King Xerxes swept across the land, a search for a new queen. The previous queen, Vashti, had been deposed, and the king sought a woman of unparalleled beauty and grace to rule by his side. When Mordecai heard the proclamation, he knew in his heart that Hadassah's destiny lay within the palace walls. He encouraged her to conceal her Jewish heritage for fear of prejudice and to adopt the Persian name Esther. With a mix of trepidation and anticipation, Esther entered the grand palace, her heart pounding with the weight of the unknown. The palace of Xerxes was a spectacle of opulence. Gold glinted, silks shimmered, and the air hummed with the whispers of countless secrets. Esther, amidst the throngs of hopeful maidens, carried herself with a quiet dignity that set her apart. Her inherent kindness and sharp wit charmed the eunuchs and handmaidens alike. Yet, beneath her serene facade, Esther grappled with the weight of her concealed identity, a secret that felt as heavy as a crown. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months as the selection process unfolded. Esther, with her innate wisdom, navigated the intricacies of palace life, winning the favor of all she met. Her laughter echoed through the grand halls, a melody that captivated the heart of the king. Xerxes, weary from the burdens of leadership, found solace in Esther's presence. Her beauty was undeniable, but it was her quick mind, her compassion, and her unwavering spirit that truly captivated him. The day arrived when Xerxes, ready to announce his new queen, gazed upon the assembled women. His eyes, however, sought only Esther. Drawn to her like a moth to a flame, he approached her, a warm smile gracing his lips. In that instant, the weight of the world seemed to lift from Esther's shoulders. She had found favor in the eyes of the king, but more importantly, she had found a love that transcended borders and beliefs. As queen, Esther carried herself with grace and humility. She used her influence to spread kindness and compassion throughout the kingdom, always remembering her own humble beginnings. However, a shadow lurked on the horizon, threatening to engulf Esther's newfound happiness in darkness. Haman, the king's ambitious and ruthless advisor, harbored a deep hatred for Mordecai, who had refused to bow down to him. Driven by his wounded pride, Haman plotted a sinister revenge, a plan so devious it threatened to annihilate Esther's people. He manipulated the king, preying on his trust and painting the Jews as a threat to the kingdom. A decree was issued, a death sentence for every Jewish man, woman, and child in Persia. The news reached Esther and Mordecai, striking them like a bolt of lightning. Fear and despair gripped the Jewish community as the day of their execution drew near. Esther, faced with an impossible choice, had to decide between her loyalty to her people and her own safety. Her courage, fueled by her faith and love for her people, ignited a spark of defiance within her. She knew that remaining silent meant certain death for her people and likely herself. With a heart full of trepidation, she resolved to approach the king, even though doing so without being summoned was a crime punishable by death. She fasted and prayed for 3 days, seeking guidance and strength for the task ahead. Then, adorned in her most regal attire, she stood before King Xerxes. Her voice, though trembling slightly, resonated with the bravery of 1,000 warriors. She revealed her hidden heritage, exposing Haman's wicked scheme and pleading for her people's lives. Xerxes, enraged by Haman's treachery, spared the Jews, instead condemning Haman to the fate he had planned for Mordecai. The Jewish people were saved from annihilation, their legacy preserved for generations to come. Esther's bravery became a beacon of hope, her story a testament to the power of faith and courage. To this day, her story is celebrated during the festival of Purim, a joyous reminder that even in the darkest of times, one person's courage can change the course of history.